Hello students, in this lecture we are going to revise adjective. Now what is an adjective? You might have been doing this since your childhood, that adjective is the word that describes the quality of a noun and it tells us more about the noun. It tells us about the quality. For suppose if I say Ram is a good boy. So here good tells us about Ram, that what sort of a boy Ram is. He is a good boy. So in this we will study about adjectives. We will learn more about adjectives. Now before we start with adjectives and degree of adjectives, just look at the examples given on the screen. Big, cold, hard, tall, fat, good, beautiful, sweet, hot, honest, small, bad, easy, sour, thin, boring, ugly, dishonest. Now, all these are adjectives which are used differently. Now, if I ask you, how will you use the adjective big when you are comparing two things? Yes, you're going to use the second degree of adjective, which is bigger. So when you compare two things, you use the second degree, bigger, which we call comparative degree. Right? The first one is called positive degree. Positive degree tells us about the quality of a noun in general without comparing it with any other person or thing. Whereas the second degree, which is comparative degree, compares one thing or the quality of one thing with the other. Right? If I say this bag is bigger than that. So here I am comparing two bags. One bag is being compared with the other. Right. So when you compare two things or two persons, we use comparative degree. Whereas the third degree, that is superlative degree, when superlative degree, which is biggest, when we use biggest, when we compare one thing with the group or with the number of things. For example, this is the biggest animal in the whole world. So I am comparing that one animal with the rest of the animals. Now this is called superlative, right? Another example you can see of good, better, best. So some degrees they just add er and est to their form, whereas some adjectives they totally change their form. Like here in good, better, best, all the three degrees are different. Whereas in big, bigger, biggest, the only thing which we have done is, yes, we've added er and est. Right. Then some words like beautiful, such words they add more and most to them. Like in comparative degree, I'll say Sunita is more beautiful than Radha. Right. Then she is the most beautiful girl in our class. So that was the example where more and most are added. Now another example you can see tall, taller and tallest. So if we compare or if we just talk about one person, right, she is quite tall. So this is without any comparison. Whereas if I say she is taller than her, so I am making comparison between the two. Whereas if I say she is the tallest of all, so here tallest means that that one person is superior to all and is the tallest, right? This I have already told you. When you compare two things, we use comparative degree, that is the degree with er, right? Then comparison between three things, how you can compare these three things, the examples I have already taken. Then you can see some examples on your screen. Nida is an intelligent girl, right? So intelligent is what? Is a simple adjective in the positive degree. Whereas if I say Nida is more intelligent than Shifa, so here I am comparing Nida with Shifa and I am using second degree, which is more intelligent. Right. Another example of superlative I can take, that Nida is the most intelligent girl in the class. So these are your adjectives. What you can do is you can try out these sentences. This mango is sweet. Is this snake heavy? Is this steak heavy? Ahmad is a fat boy. This food is tasty. That fruit is bitter. This sum is easy. So what you can do is you can write the positive, the comparative and the superlative degrees of all these. See, positive degree is already given. You can write the comparative and the superlative degree of these adjectives. Thank you.